Quarter Ninja presents.
Hello and welcome to Quarter Ninja's Lair, where we play games, and today we are playing Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 and we are doing our playthrough, and we are at episode 31 after we managed to get to level 50, which happened at episode 21. From that moment on, we gave us a goal to buy, restore and sell 1,000 cars, and we are looking at different cars. I will talk a little bit more about that later. While I'm talking, I'm going to simply assemble these two Peugeots. These two Peugeots are here. As you can see, one is finished as let's say normal sporty version, and one is finished as a beast, and it will be different. So basically we are restoring two cars that are the same, but at the same time they are different. Now we have so many prepared wheels, but I know here we are having these ones, Retro 8. So these are the wheels actually which are original for the car as such, and this is 08, and this is what we are putting first. We have 4 of these. So this car will have normal wheels, which came actually in original mod as the default. I think that is the good word. And we are just going to do this and finish this car, because these cars are actually done. They're fully restored, prepared and everything. They just needed wheels, which I didn't have time to prepare before. So this is why they were waiting, but we didn't lose any time. As you can see, perfect condition car, done, superb, amazing. I don't think even painting is needed, nothing. We can actually do this again and check. This is a factory color. Let's be crazy. Let's send the car to the paint shop. I know. Okay, paint shop at the moment is busy, and I will show you. I will move this one. This is Alpine Le Mans, a beautiful, amazingly beautiful machine. I love it. I put it there just not to be in the way, but now I will move it on the lifter, and eventually it will come to the in the order to be done. But what I want to see, yes, I cannot not do this. Do they have liveries for the Peugeots? Oh yeah, they do. So at the moment we don't care about anything except making this one factory color, normal, just a simple, beautiful 205 turbo 16, and it is beautiful. Actually, I love it. I'm sending it out to the parking, and let's see how we will finish other stuff. So for this model, I basically, let's come here. I decided to tweak it a little bit. This is a black car with what? Let's see how we will do this. This is not basic 2. These are the wheels that we are going to use. These are not the usual, default wheels, and also I painted a matte black all the wheels, well, all the rims, to be completely precise. Rims are painted. Also the tires on the front wheels are having a smaller diameter than tires on the rear wheels, and you will be able to see that. The front tires are 195 and the rears are 235. So the car will look meaner, better, and better is not even the word, but it sounds very nice. So I like it, and we will see that when we push car down and check it. Now look at this, nicey nice. I don't think anyone will have really complaints about this. Now with this car, what can we do? We will move it to the paint shop, and I will show you. This is something that it doesn't really matter. We are going to sell it anyway in like half an hour or hour. The first option for us is to paint the car completely black like this. You see, black car, black wheels, everything. It looks, you know, mean and dangerous and powerful and everything. Second option is to leave our wheels like that, as they are, and put the racing livery, which I think we are going to do, and that's going to happen now. Oops, what happened here? I don't want to change anything, I just want to go out. So we have a racing livery actually for this beautiful machine. The wheels are looking very nice. You see these rear ones are already coming out of the wheel arches and stuff. So perfect, beautiful, astonishing machine. I love them. But you know, the time has come basically to sell both of these and, you know, to say goodbye to that amazing, beautiful mod. At the moment it is what it is, we cannot run from it. These two are done. This Mazda RX-7 is also done, as you can see, completely fully restored. Again, we did it in the previous episode, so if you want to see how we did that, feel free to jump in, and also you can see how we did these Peugeots. Now, the next car we decided to do is this Le Mans. And what I will do now, let's bring the last car for this series. I will move this to paint shop, okay, because it's just easier for us to manipulate. And we will bring Bolt Rollet F-Mill. Actually, Bolt Rollet is the Chevrolet Camaro, beautiful muscle car, which I will actually put probably on the lifter one, and that should be it for now. This is the 5th car in this like batch, and now we are 970 cars to go. Okay, with last sale that we did in last previous episode, we are at 970. When we sell these 5, it will be 965. So slowly but surely we are moving towards the goal of our 1000 car both repaired and restored. Sorry, I was trying to remember the word. It kind of skipped my mind for a second. I'm just looking because I never did anything on this car. I don't know it. I have no idea how it works. I know I love the design, and that's for me more than enough. Nothing else is actually needed. I love that car. I remember that car from my youth. So yeah, I was lucky enough to be around when that was introduced. Battery, as always, going here. There is no really parts on this car, it's sad, and I think I didn't do wheels for this one, unfortunately. We will check it. Maybe I did. I'm not actually sure. If I didn't, we will have that pleasure to do wheels for the car together. We will lose a little bit of time, but I hope you are not going really to mind it, and we will have a good time. In any case, let's disassemble the car and talk a little bit about stuff. And actually, first about the format of these videos. These videos are actually a streaming format. As I live in China at the moment, you know, sometimes it's tricky to, you know, stream properly and to have a stable link, you know, with this YouTube and Twitch. Although inside China, the speed of internet is super fast, and, you know, it works amazing. But streaming can be a little bit tricky sometimes, and streams can be interrupted, and, you know, speed sometimes can be a little bit lower than what you would like to. Is this the bottom? Oh yeah, let's go to the bottom. So I decided to do basically episodes which represent streaming, and technically we are doing a live stream. The only difference is we are not communicated in real time, and that's the thing. But, you know, I hope in future, if there is really need, if we have so many followers and people really want to talk, I will actually make a separate streams for that. That will not be an issue, even if they interrupt. No big deal, you know. But for these kind of episodes, I don't want interruptions. So with that out of the way, that is it. You know, for us, what is left to mention, you know, likes. If you like what I'm doing, if you like, you know, these videos and the format and stuff, you know, that's going on the channel, please don't be shy and press that like button. It is very much appreciated from my side. After all, you know, that shows that you like what creator is doing. Also, please subscribe. As you know, subscription is not only good for the creator, but it is also good for the viewer, as you're becoming not only part of the community, but you will be able to get notifications, you know, and to be basically kinda, you know, to know what is going on the channel when it happens, and that's the goal of subscriptions, of course. So thank you in advance for that. You know, third thing, which I think probably is the most important, is communicate. You know, write down in the comments below, what do you think about the episodes, what do you think about the format, what do you think about stuff we are doing, how do you find it, was it good for you, educational in a way, no, is there something you didn't like, and stuff like that. Also, please don't be shy, write about cars you like, about cars you don't like, things like that. We all would like to know. Feel free to say what car you are driving at the moment, how do you feel about it, and also what car would you like to drive. And I always ask in every single episode, please be realistic. That means, you know, if you can afford Ferrari, then say, yeah, I will drive Ferrari or whatever. But if you cannot, if you can afford just a Ford Focus, new one, and you like it and you want it, write that down. Why not? You know, as from my point of view, and if you are kind of following me, you will know that I really don't care much about these super expensive cars and stuff. I did have opportunity to drive quite a few of them, to be driven in quite a few of them, and I just find them to be cars and nothing else, nothing more. Super expensive cars, which are very fast and stuff like that, you know. But very often I can tell you that a normal Beamer or even, you know, Ford or I don't know, Volvo, whatever you choose, will do the job, you know, perfectly fine, and move you from one point to another fast, very, very efficiently, and you know, comfortable. So yeah, that's kind of my opinion. I love cars, don't take it wrong, but you know, I have my own views. Interior done, although you cannot see anything here. This is how the mod is done. What we will do, this thing will fix it. Actually, I think this is going to make it much nicer. Perfect. I'm not sure these things here, probably that is from the actual livery or something. We will see. At the moment, as you can see, everything is done. Let's put engine in, and this is B6 twin turbo, which I didn't, if you remember, if you watched maybe my video about engines, I have videos that are talking about engines. You can always find descriptions in the, you know, below the videos, or even in the, how they're called, cards and end screens and things like that. So you can see I have a couple of these videos at the moment, and I will make 6 of them, all 62 engines. And with this one, what was the issue? I'm going to show you. We will push car up. It was not actually the issue. This is the first of these that I've done. I never really did them. So what bothers me here is, you see, we couldn't kinda close the freaking oil pan, and still we cannot. So I have to figure out what's going on there. And in the meantime, let's just do our stuff. Let's rebuild this beautiful machine. But before that, what we didn't do, what we forgot, and we shouldn't forget, come here and repair what we can. Anything that is 15% or more can be repaired, as you can see. Some of the things will be destroyed in the process, some not. Some things, sometimes it's range, sometimes you can repair lights, like headlights and things, tail lights, sometimes you cannot on some cars. Yeah, it's unclear really. I didn't pay much attention, I didn't read about that, so I don't know, maybe that's just a normal behavior, but that's how it is. Let me sell, I think, everything. This car was in horrid shape, I can promise you that. Really horrible, and we will need practically all parts, almost everything here. it doesn't really matter, no big deal. Anyway, you know, we are doing restoration. Although I just realized I'm bleeding money because I like to spend a lot of money. You know, I don't care, actually I don't pay attention. So I'm bleeding money in a way that I have 1.7 million at the moment. I should have more, because the value of cars we sold is 2.5 million until now. And you can see that in that nice spreadsheet, for which link you have again in the description. And I think that's we don't have a single front double wishbone. I am absolutely shocked, because we actually made, I think, dozen at least of different absorbers, but it seemed that luckily for us, which was a little bit of sarcasm, let me see how many of these I have. We spent all these, you know, and we are just left with rear and with different types. So I do apologize for this. I was really kinda absolutely 100% sure. I spent an hour before I started this stream to prepare everything, but I didn't thoroughly check. So we kind of missed these. It's again 1 minute or less. I'm not really concerned about that, but still it should be checked in advance, and that's my mistake. I didn't check every single. I knew that I have lots of them, and if you look at my actual inventory, when we come here and go to the groups, you see these are the broken. Well, let's see how many of these I have, but it seems I don't have front ones. So yeah, that happens from time to time, not a big deal. A front sway bar, we don't have it. As I said, this car was in horrible shape, really bad, and I expected that we are going to need a load of parts. Also, I know that I spent quite a few parts actually on previous restorations, so our stock is kind of a little bit smaller than it should be, and we are going to buy what we need actually, and that's not a big deal. So the radiator, we will put that later. Medium intercooler we managed to repair, that's very nice, I like it. We don't have a steering knuckle. Oh, we do, so we repaired it. I was almost sure that we didn't manage to repair the second one, but we did, so I'm quite happy with that. Do we have a knuckle cover? We do, but we don't have, unfortunately, front wheel hub, for which we need to, I will buy 5 of these. We have to buy them, and that's that. Okay, so we are slowly moving towards our goal, but that is very slow. So also what I want to talk about, if you watched my previous episode, number 30, I said there, before I sold my Cortina, our Cortina, the race version, I told that we kind of restored 3 of these. Actually, when I checked afterwards, I was sure that it was 3, but it was not. We actually sold only 2. Regardless of that, I was thinking to sell 3, but then I decided just to remove mod. I love Cortinas, don't take it wrong, but there is so many cars that are waiting that I didn't really want to go for 3. So we did 2 Cortinas, and that's for now that. We will always be able to install mod if necessary and just do another one. But just for your info, so that was a bit of kind of miscalculation from my side, and it happens, you know, there is so many cars, so many mods and everything, and I'm starting to put more and more info into these, oops, we don't have bearings, into these, into that, let's call it that spreadsheet. So I hope, you know, you will see there some basics that are interesting, you know, how much money we earned, what cars we did. I actually keep info about the modder, who made a mod, etc, etc. So it should be nice, and you check it, be sure to check it. Okay, I think this is what we are missing. This is B6A. Okay, let's take a B6A gearbox. Where it is, this is the A one. Why? Because I want to see other parts, drive axles and stuff. Also, if you want to make money, as I said multiple times, if you need money, like, you know, for your things, if you're doing proper game, you can always play sandbox mode, as I said, and no one, you know, you will never need money, because in sandbox mode you have all the money you need. But, you know, if you are doing this playthrough and stuff like that, I'm not sure about, no, I go to bottom, we need upper. What I wanted to say, if you're doing playthrough, I do recommend taking a mod like Shelby Daytona, and I will see which what other mods are working, because, you know, with these you can earn a load of money by restoring them and simply, you know, make a tons of money if that is your desire in the playthrough. At the moment I'm not doing that, I'm simply going for the mods that I kinda like and that I kinda, you know, at the moment I feel that is the mod we should have in the game. Also I installed, I'm looking for the rear axle, I installed a couple of mods, I removed some, I put some in, and you will see which ones are that. I'm going to keep sometimes a little bit of that info as a surprise. At the moment you know most of it, and that's important, you know, and some things we will figure out as we go. Perfect. So you see, this car is actually pretty nice. We need middle exhaust section and rear 991. Let's do that. Middle exhaust section and was it? Now let's be sure. This was A. Do we need B? I would say yes. Of course, we need both of these. So basically, it is three-piece exhaust system here. Very nice. Of course, that is not the original Alpine one, but it doesn't really matter. You will hear me saying Alpine or sometimes, or Alpina or whatever. Just ignore it. It's actually Alpine if you're looking in English. I think it is pronounced like that, but you know, in my native language I would call it Renault Alpine or Renault Alpina. Now I'm thinking we need calipers. How many to buy? Let's buy 5 and then see how many we are going to spend. Also we need cylinders, but I think we can survive without a cylinder at the moment. So my next step, what I really want to do, and it really kind of annoys me and I want to do it, I want to put all the stuff that I can here, from the battery, which we charged just now, to the brake servo, to the ABS pump and the module, which is here. Do we have a module? We do actually, and that is very, very nice to see. Sometimes it's strange, this car has ABS, but for example, the freaking RX-7 Mazda does not have it, which is not really logical, but again, this is a mod and other is a DLC. So clips, as you know, clips are always there. Clip A, we don't have it. Let's buy clips. I want to buy 20 of these clips. Good, done. Not sure about the wheels. We are going to check it if I forgot it, if I simply didn't make them and prepare them. We are going to do it together because why not? Okay, I have to go to the front of the car and just to see, can I access the radiator from here? I should be able. Okay, this is the radiator A, and do we have, no, we don't have fan. I will buy just one. This is the simple reason, so I can then pair multiple fans again, you know, housings and fans and stuff. It's easier like that, and I don't need to recheck time and time again. Okay, tires should be rim classic 13 with race tire B. Just let's check inventory. Okay, race tire 13. I'm looking, just give me a moment. Maybe if I type here 13, 13. Doesn't show groups. Interesting enough. So these are the originals. Then we have some wheels prepared here. We have some basics prepared here. But unfortunately, from what I can see, we don't have a rim classic 13. It is strange, but I was absolutely sure I got it. And is this 18 inches? I think it is. Yes, they are 18 inches and they're running, yeah, race tire B, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check that. You can check it just by clicking here, race tire B. Okay, okay, so we don't have it definitely. I do kind of feel stupid at the moment because I was really sure that I did all the wheels, but I didn't. We will use the same rims because I think these are very fitting for the car. And we need 25540. 25540. Okay. Let's do this. 25540 race tire B. 25540, and then we need, just let me check, 32540. 32540. Okay, let's do that. 32540. Okay, these are our wheels and rims and tires. Let's just marry the things together. Strange, but what can you do? This is our bolt. Don't bother yourself. What I'm doing at the moment, I am simply using the time as best as I can. So immediately putting here a wheel to balance, here new tires, done, perfect. Let's see what is here. I'm looking here, bumper. Is there anything else? Suspension. I'm looking how body is done. Also, we can remove these seats, which is perfectly fine. And is there any other body part? It should be front bumper. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just, going to remove wheels, add them in. Again, add them here. Not a biggie. We are not going to lose any time. I will just jump here and remove also what we can. So I'm doing now, let's call it parallel disassembly. I think that's a proper name. This wheel is practically done. This is the last one. I take this one, and you see, you can do stuff very fast. What also I want to do at the moment, I want to put the battery on the charger. You see, we always have battery in the car, which is really strange, like funny. You always have some parts that are here, some parts that are never there, and stuff like that. So this is a big one. Do we have one? Unfortunately no. So let's go take the big one and the put last one on balancing. As you know, you cannot put tires on the car if they're actually not balanced. Not tires, but wheels, let's call them, as they are properly wheels. So this is the rear. We can do immediately fronts and then jump and simply take the last wheel and put it on the car. I'm just rechecking. This is beautiful and it fits car very well. I didn't want to change anything. You can, but listen, also we are doing playthrough. I was also a little bit thinking about that. We are doing like 1,000 cars and I shouldn't spend time on, making special wheels, spending money on that, things like that. No, we just should go make car, sell car, make it, sell it, etc, etc. So yeah, I will probably not really spend too much time to beautify cars, but sometimes, like with Peugeot, I feel there is a need to do that. Look at this. This is going to be beautiful. Just be patient. Now I'm just looking and thinking, okay, let's see what we are doing. We are checking how our car looks, what is missing on the car. So we have a rear left fender somewhere. What is this? Oil pan. I don't know how to put oil pan. Actually, I'm not joking. I have no idea. We will try to do that. I don't know how, because the oil pan doesn't simply go in any way or form. I don't know. I'm completely and utterly puzzled about that, and I have no idea what to do. As you can see, oil pan is here. Oil pan is here, accessible for engine bay. But I couldn't put it on the engine when I was assembling engine, and I was thinking that is some sort of, I don't know, small issue, but it seems that this simply doesn't work. And I will not bother myself. In all honesty, we don't want to spend time with that. We will just, you know, do car, prepare it and sell it, even if we get less money. I couldn't care less, because that I think is issue with something there. It's not my mistake. I tried it on the bench and stuff and I couldn't do it. And there is nothing missing except that one. Very strange. Rear left fender, where that one could be. Well, let us find it if we can. Now, what is rear left fender? What do you reckon, guys? Rear left fender, is that rear left fender? I'm trying to find it. Rear left fender. Well, we can always check it by doing something completely different, which is going here, going here, and saying, I think if you type Le Mans or no, Alpine, rear left fender. Where is rear left fender? Let's see. Rear left fender. Rear left fender. So you see, this is something straight, which is somewhere on the car. Is it on the bottom? Ah, it's here. Okay, got it. But it's almost invisible sometimes, so it's very strange. So actually, what I'm going to do, I will be honest with you, because I'm annoyed. I'm really annoyed with this. I'm going to move that car back to the parking. Okay. So this is what we are going to do. This car goes to the parking. We are going to finish our bolt here, and I will take another car, and until I solve the problem with I have to go to internet and check, you know, is that the common issue, something that is normal, not normal, I don't know, just to be 100% sure what's going on. We don't have actually problem with that. We will leave car there and, you know, just sell it at some other point. I will probably leave it for the next session. I do have some cars, ideas what I want to do, and we will do that and kind of prepare these cars. So not a big issue, because I was thinking my problem at the moment is I'm kind of puzzled with that, and I don't want to let that go. I want to be sure that I understand what the problem is, not so much, you know, because of myself, but I think if we are doing, you know, some playthrough and proper things, we should be aware what the problem is. And as I said, I have no idea what the problem is. I'm completely puzzled. I will probably take, you know, time and simply take that car and remove engine out, put it again on the bench and recheck again and see what the problem could be. And actually, if I figure it out, I will maybe even do it again in our engine, you know, game guide, just to be sure that we cover all the angles. But at the moment, I have no idea. I have no honest idea. I didn't do these engines before, and this is very strange. And who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'm missing something super obvious. And you know, if you know, let me know in the comments below. In any case, not only for me, but also for anyone else who can, you know, who has similar issues. So it will for sure help. Okay, so this is Chevrolet Camaro, another beautiful American muscle car. So we are going to restore this one. We are 34 minutes into the game, so we are actually very, very good. No problems there. We will restore Camaro, and I have to check later my list and see what else I decided to do. And I'm looking now, yeah, we will do Elenti. So we will take Elenti, which is a Renault Clio V6, another beautiful hatchback from, you know, I don't know how long, 20 years probably or so, maybe a little bit less. Which was a really amazing and a great car. Although I just realized I will need to make some springs, which again will not be an issue at all, because we don't have fronts. We have different fronts and we have backs, but we don't have a double wishbone, so we need to do them. It's okay, actually not a big deal. This is kind of going again pretty nicely. These are simple cards in a way, not too complicated, and we will simply, you know, do them as fast as we can and move forward. As I said, a B6 twin turbo is giving me issues with oil pan. I'm not able to figure out how to put oil pan, so I will disassemble the car. Not really disassemble, just remove few parts and put again engine on the test bench on our, well, engine stand actually, and I will try to understand where the issue is, because I was kind of thinking that engine is made in such a way that you put oil pan at the end when it is in the car. With some engines you have some strange things that are going on, but it seems that I was completely and utterly wrong, and that actually I am either missing something or there is some bug which I am not able to sort out. No biggie there. Let's move our this little one. Let's move our engine crane and remove the engine from the car. Now I usually do this on, you know what I'm going to do. Let's just move it on number 3. It will be easier for all of us. I will move also crane on 3, so that is a little bit of time, but not a big deal. We are going with interior detailing toolkit, which, you know, does things for interior. As you can see, it looks shinier, definitely not a big difference, but it does give a kind of idea that interior is done and fixed. This is our welder, which fixes the body of the car, and as you can see, the body is now beautiful, everything is shiny. I'm just going around to see did we miss something. It seems we didn't, and we can drop in the beautiful engine, which is a new one, i60HV. This is not V8, this is a V6, as you can see here. So engine is in. We are going to take our battery back, and what we are going to do, we are going to drop whatever we can. And what we didn't do also, what I always say we have to do, but we didn't do, oops, this one, okay, let's remove it, escape. We didn't do, you know what we didn't do, I presume. We are going to our repair bench and let's fix what we actually can. Let's go. I'm, you know, typing my, pressing my enter button, and as you can see here on the left is repair chance, and on the right how much it costs. Now, so 95%, $10, 99, 13, or euros or whatever is your money, or dirhams in Emirates, or yuans here, or you know whatever works for you. So we managed to repair a few components. Body actually very little, as you can see. Not many components from the body are actually here. That doesn't really matter. Brake servo we managed to restore and repair. I've seen it. Now that's about that, and I'm going to push car up. So 40 minutes, a little bit less. We had 2 restored cars. Both of these are beautiful and, you know, I think amazing. And not really 2. We have 2 Peugeots and 3 restored cars. Actually, the third one is the Mazda there. Why I went out? Because I want to sell parts, and this is like 96%. And please just bear with me for a second. I'm feeling we are lagging, and I want to sell these things, the basic 2. I'm just looking what I want to remove at the moment. Okay, that is it. Let's go back. Perfect. Okay, we will need knuckle covers, but we have like these tons of these. It's strange. Sometimes you will repair one thing, sometimes another thing, sometimes you will have 10 of things that you don't need and stuff like that. Sometimes you will repair these cross members like crazy and you will never miss one, and sometimes you will have to buy all of them and stuff like that, but it's perfectly fine and okay. So we are not going here, we are going actually here to suspension shop. We know that we need the bushings and wheel hubs or something. I will check that later when we come to it and buy what we are missing. Okay, calipers we got there, and cylinders. Yes, this is what we need. I managed to repair one cylinder, but we will need at least, let's buy 5 for now, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so arms, bushings, we have all of that. I'm not sure, I think we'll need to do, just let's check, yes, double wishbones, so let's just do it for a second. We do have a part, so that's not the issue, we just need to prepare 2 of these. As I said, I prepared the different versions, and the rear ones, for some reason, I simply skipped fronts, and that's why we have to do it now. Okay, not a big problem as always. This car will be again a very beautiful, nice, you know, the proper muscle car. Well, you know, you cannot call it proper muscle car with inline 6 engine. I would say, you know, some people would probably be offended with that, but it is a proper muscle car. Actually, I really like it, I like the design and stuff. And after all, I always say that kind of design in 60s, 70s and stuff was astonishing, even before, you know, 50s, things like that. Yep, perfectly fine and beautiful. Okay, let's put these bushings. I hope I put bushings there. And I'm repeating, we took our Alpine, or Alpine, I think that's better, and returned it back to the parking because I couldn't put the oil pan into the car. And I don't know why. I have no idea, I'll be honest with you. I tried that also on the engine stand. I couldn't find a way to do it. So there is either a bug or I'm missing something obvious. We will see. I will recheck that again, and I will just, you know, fix that before we sell that car. I will do that not online, but when I have time, you know, I will just sit down and try to sort it. In the meantime, we will sell what we have prepared, and I think that is the better way to do it instead of losing time and checking what the heck is going on. Okay, I think we need a shock here. It should be that, of course. Now I just want to see, do we have everything? Did we manage to repair gearbox? Seems we did. So we can attach gearbox here, and then middle muffler, I6B front. This is front exhaust section I6B. Front exhaust section I6B. We will buy, let's buy 3 of these, and middle muffler, I know that we didn't have them in stock, and I will buy 7 of these, and let's see what else we are missing. So this one we need, and what is here, rear muffler, that one we have. Okay, perfect. Let's do this. You see, leaf spring axle, very often you will not repair it. Why? Who knows? Was it leaf spring? I think it was. These are leaf spring cars. Yeah. Let me see how many leaf springs we have. Okay, both leaf springs are actually okay. We don't have small bushings, we will have to buy them. And I want to see, is our drive shaft? Yes, it is. I don't think we had one in stock. I think this one came from the car and it was repaired. Actually, let's buy small bushings again. We need them, and we have to do that. Perfect. Do we have absorbers? No, unfortunately. Let's do that. 8 of these for now should be perfectly fine. Rear housing B. I'm just looking here. I will buy 3 of these. So I'm thinking we will change plans then a little bit. We'll have 4. We will change plan a little bit in a way that I'm going to restore another car instead of the Alpine, and then we are going to figure out what's going on with the Alpine, and then we are going to finish that one. And I think that's the best way to do it. In any case, I'm quite happy with the progress. You know, I'm starting to think this will be possible to do. Actually, this challenge of 1,000 cars, as we are slowly going there. We have some very interesting mods. We are using, you know, DLC cars. We are using all the actual vanilla cars in the game and stuff. And I do play, and I forgot to mention that for quite some time, I do play with every single mod, DLC not mod, every single mod that is released, okay? So whatever you see, and if you don't recognize it maybe or something, might be a mod car or might be a DLC car. But I have all DLCs, and you know, as much as I'm complaining about the state of the game and I'm not happy with it, I'm still supporting developers and buying, you know, stuff they're releasing, and I actually spent my money and bought every single DLC because I felt it is worth it. Although I don't like that we don't have a really great support and the development kind of stopped. But I hope, you know, there is plan maybe for new version. I didn't see anything, you know, really on forums or such, so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Okay, this should be it. I think Rim Basic 2, we do have... Where is the 2? Oh yeah. Now I realized something, and I will tell you what. That is again me being a little bit stupid, but we will see that later. Doesn't really matter at the moment. Let's use these for our Bolt. I intentionally left originals on because I kind of like the idea of these old looking rims on that car. So we will leave them as they are. I didn't want to change them for some nice modern ones, but rather leave it like this. Okay, so, and this is, as we said, not really a super proper muscle car because it doesn't have V8. Although I'm joking about that, it's not, you know, it's not that you cannot call it muscle car, but still V8 kind of defines the muscle car. At least for me, of course, that doesn't have to be at all. You can put today V4 or inline 4 turbocharged, double turbocharged, and go as fast as hell. I'm checking, guys. I'm checking. I'm reading and drinking a little bit of fluid. We are missing starter, and starter should be put, from what I know, from here. From engine bay. Actually, you cannot do it from other side, so just let me check, please. Bear with me. Yes, I was correct. That is the starter. Now what I want to check, I will go on the other side of the car, do this. I do believe I got what seats are going here. I have so many. This is Bolt. I cannot remember actually what seat. This is not the one. I think this is seat fabric. These are the ones, or no, these are probably the ones. I think it doesn't really matter. I will not bother myself, although give me a moment. I will just check. This is for the Bolt Rollet seat 3 and steering wheel. Okay, seat 3. Did we then put a proper seat? I think we did actually. Seat 3, yes, we did. And steering wheel Rollet. Nice. I got the all interiors in advance, but I just realized, you know, it's all good and nice, but still it's tricky. Stay with me for a second. I have to do something just to send this down You don't see it probably, no you shouldn't, so yeah, it's okay because I was in the background doing a check. So I'm looking now, maybe we have a hood, I think. We don't need this, and also Alpine, we don't have Rollet front bumper and hood. Front bumper and hood. Okay. Front bumper and hood. So we need everything else. Front bumper and hood. I'm just buying stuff. This should be easy because this car should have only one version, one simple buy. You go in and buy everything. Wrong button, this button we need. Let's put everything. We should have even some plates, I think. Wisconsin, perfectly fine. I don't think there's issue with that. And let's now sort the car out. And this Bolt Rollet or Chevrolet Camaro will be finished in no time. It is really a beautiful car in its own special way. The design of these older cars is amazing, and I'm kind of wondering why they don't repeat stuff like that. I know they have different stuff now, they're doing that digitally and stuff, and you know, the best air what's the name, air coefficient, oh, I don't know the word in English. I know in my language, but you know, the best airflow, to get the best airflow for the car and stuff like that. But still, I think this car is so much nicer than the older cars, the newer cars today. Let's send it to the paint shop. And let's see what do we have here, because I don't know, do they have a livery? Yes, they do. So which one we are going to use? Which one we are going to use? I do think this is, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Although this color could work, how would work this color? Much better, you have to admit, much better. This is how we are going to do it. And we can spice it up and do a matte version of the car, because we didn't do it. The price is the same, so it doesn't matter. So we have a matte version without a shiny color. It is a little bit different and beautiful. No custom gearbox, of course, there is no issue about that. I'm just checking, do we have everything 100% all the way. So this beautiful machine is fully restored. I'm looking, where do we put it? Let's put it on lifter 1. Oh, I got lost for a second. Let's put it on lifter 1. I think we should be proud. Actually, look at these beautiful cars. Look, even this Bolt or Chevrolet Camaro looks very special with this matte color. Very nice. And this beast is, wow. I think we did a very good job on these cars. So, my dear friends, the next car, I'm just checking, bear with me, please, be here for a second more. We can choose between Elenti Callope, or which is a Renault Clio, or no, we will go with Clio. I think we didn't do anything like that, and that should be really interesting and different. Where is that Elenti? It's here. Why we don't have space? We actually don't. Okay, let's move this one to paint shop, and then we are going to do what we need to do. Elenti comes to our shop, and you see it goes there, but still needs this space. I don't like that concept, but what can you do? Without any you know, without losing time and whatever, let's remove immediately everything what we can. I'm just looking here, no glass, no nothing front end, so that's kind of okay. The headlight, and I don't think anything else is on this car at the moment, no. So what we are going to do, we have battery as always, we do have engine here, air filter base. Does this machine have, of course it has, and this, so this is done. What we are doing, as always, we are doing this and putting battery to be charged. Now, my dear friends, we do need to disassemble this car, and this is going to be that set of the cars that we are going to sell. I think I have okay, the idea with this one, I prepared a set of wheels, especially not like original ones, different wheels. I chose more modern. I spent more money actually. And as I said, I'm bleeding money a bit because I am buying a little bit more expensive stuff, etc., but I don't care. So I got a special set of wheels for this beautiful car, and then I plan to paint it, well, you will see. Let's wait a little bit until we finish, and then you will see what my actual plans are. As you can see, the fuel pump is so often not in the car. I'm not sure, is it not ever, but very, very often. And same stuff like starter is never here and things like that. So it's very repeatable, and it doesn't seem that the AI logic or computer logic, that's not AI as such, has any idea, you know. It's just hard-coded, and that's about that. There is not even the proper random number generator, I would say, for some things. For some things, there it is. In any case, let's do this Elenti. This is not Elenti, really. Let's not talk about that. This is a Renault Clio V6. The beautiful machine, which I never had opportunity to drive or be driven in, and I had opportunity to watch, you know, the car, how it works and stuff like that on TV, etc. So, and in races, you know, so it's interesting. Also, when we are talking about races, tell me, you know, in the comments below, have you ever been to, for example, Formula 1 race or something like that? You know, do you like racing? Do you follow it? How do you find it? You know, interesting, not interesting? For example, I will share my opinion with you. I was a huge Formula 1 fan. I've been on different races and stuff like that. And, you know, I visited tracks, etc. But that was in the times when, you know, like there was a Prost, Senna, there was Schumacher, there was so many great drivers, you know, people that really made impact in one way or another. But I have to say, when that Hamilton guy came in and, you know, some other people, I completely lost any interest for racing. The cars are not interesting so much anymore. I don't feel the driver is so important. You know, it was like that before, I can say, but I think driver was so much more important before, you know. And before, if you had better car, you had advantage, of course. But driver could make a difference. Today, I don't think so. As, for example, I don't see the Hamilton to be some sort of amazing driver, but he is actually, as you can see, the best out there. So I'm probably wrong, and he is actually the best driver that exists. But I don't think so. I think it's more about, you know, the technology that he has on his disposal, and that's kind of it. I think there are other people who would be as good as him if they had that kind of equipment probably in the car. Let's remove the engine, and there is not really engine to talk about, but yeah. So as always, we are doing our interior detailing kit. Yeah, and let me know, maybe you think the Hamilton is the greatest driver of all times, I don't know, or some other person which you really love. I stopped following Formula 1 quite some time ago. Actually, I really don't like it anymore. I don't think it's entertaining and interesting anymore at all. I think it's very boring and kind of not really sport that I looked forward to watch, you know. And I was going, waking up at 2-3 in the morning doing, you know, stuff, sitting in front of TV. Now I would not think about that ever. Let's put the engine back. So this is our engine, V6, big huge V6 that sits really at the end, in the end of the car. You can see it here. And I'm thinking, let's take our battery and let's start from here. And don't forget, we do have the Renault Alpine, which we couldn't actually fix because of the oil pan. I have to really figure out what's going on with that. I couldn't do it on engine stand, I couldn't do it in the car, so I have no idea. Let's repair stuff. As you can see, there is a fair amount of parts, and immediately, you see we are lagging actually. Immediately we will do this. Sell what we can. Rim Classics 13. This is from the car. I want to remove all that. This one and this one and this one and this one. Engines. What is basic 2? That is from the Bolt. Bear with me for a second, please. Nice. Engines I disassemble later and I reuse components because I rebuild so many engines. So yeah, that's kind of, from my point of view, very well worth it. So we are coming back. I wanted just to check and we repair air filter base. We cannot. Now, which one is that? Because there is different versions. Air filter. See, if you would type properly, you would probably get result. Air filter base. Is that the normal one? I want to check. Because I'm kind of sure that we had quite a few of these, but maybe there's some other model or something. We will see. Clips we have, fortunately, so we can finish this relatively fast. So this is 5th car in this series. As you know, if you watched this episode from the beginning, we decided to leave our Alpine and to return it to the parking because we couldn't actually figure out how to close the oil pan on the engine. And I have to do it, as I repeated multiple times. I have no idea because I tried on the stand, I tried here on the car, I couldn't, so I need to understand what is going on. We do not have this. Yes, I know that. It's not Dan, it's actually fan. So I will buy 5. Okay, these are the single fans, and these are the fans that are going in. So we have 5 sets. Good, and I think that's about that. Let's push car up, and car will not be in this color, trust me. That I can promise you for sure. Okay, so let's go do steering knuckle A. Immediately, I do not lose time, I buy 3. So I will try to kind of buy whatever I need immediately. But steering knuckles we have more than we need, and that's some other stuff. And please, write down in the comments. Actually, I'm really interested. I told you already, but I will repeat. What cars you like, what cars you don't like, what cars would you love to drive, but be realistic. Also, let me know what cars you would like to see restored in the game. So we will go for 1,000, so we will restore quite a few. But if you have your special car, something that you really love and you want to see restored, and there is a mod in the game that we can install and look for that car, let me know. I will gladly do it. I will install the mod and look for the car, and I will paint it in color you want, and I will put plates that represents your country or state. You can put your name, whatever makes you happy. I will really do it. It's not a big deal. Just leave me info in the comments below, and we can do it. Don't be shy and ask. Perfect. Let's see. Oh yeah, we are kind of short on some stuff, but some other we have in really ample amounts, so I'm quite happy with that. Front sway bar, we have one that's superb. We should have fuel tanks. No, we shouldn't. So that was actually, yeah. I will buy 9. I know that it will put strain on my inventory, but I will put 9. I will buy 9 because actually these are needed in every single car. So fuel tank cannot be repaired, and you will have to use one in every single car, except some sports cars that have some a little bit different fuel tanks, but that is relatively rare. This is more common. Okay, and I didn't, well, I'm actually talking nonsense. I did. What I wanted to say, I didn't put any kind of mod with proper sports car. What I mean proper, I think something like Lambos or similar McLarens or stuff, Ferraris. But I actually did just today when I removed Lotus. I put one mod, but I will not tell you which one until we find the car. And if we can't okay. If we had time, we will check it a little bit later, try to find it. Rear knuckle D, if I'm not mistaken, this should be the one. And my mouth is dry. Sorry, I really needed a little bit of fluid. It's very hard to talk 2 hours without stopping, trust me. It's not easy, and I always, admire guys who are talking for 8 hours without stopping. It's actually, like special skill that you have to develop. Brake discs. I think we have everything here, so that should be fine. And this car also will be finished extremely fast. And as you can see, because I'm preparing everything in advance, sometimes I F up something and, I forget a wheel or two or something else. But as I prepare everything in advance, we are capable of making, I don't know, 5 cars easy per episode. And that's nice, although I just realized that if I take all insides, interior of the car and buy it in advance, then I have no idea what is actually what, because game doesn't tell you. Although, no, I think we can see it in the list. Yeah, I think we can check it in the list. When you do right click and check, it should be, yes, it tells you. Perfect. Okay, so that's kind of sorted out. I don't need to think about that. Perfect. That's a good thing. So this, okay, how do we have that pipe? I have no actually idea. I would never expect to have something like that in the stock, but we do. Fs we don't have, I know that, and they said we don't need it, but we actually need these. This is F, am I correct? Also I want to buy 5 of these, F, and I will buy 4, so they can sit in the stock in our inventory. And what I always repeat and always say, if you have too many parts, if your inventory is lagging or something, just sell everything. As they explained, money is never the issue in this game, so don't be bothered. Just sell everything and start from the zero and start rebuilding your inventory if you don't want to bother. Because it will lag, I explained optimization is not great in the game and many things are not as they should be, but still, the game we love, and there is no reason, not to enjoy something even if it's not perfect. Okay, so bottom suspension arm B, this is also not used very often. As you can see, we had quite a few of rear shocks, but front we didn't. This is the last upper suspension arm, which is perfectly fine, no worries there. So, Rim Classic 13. I prepared these beautiful things especially for this car. These are not original wheels, not at all. You see how original looked, but these are different. I wanted to spice it up a little bit. I felt the car needs it. You see, these are the originals. They're not so bad, but I think these are much more, they have giving better statement of power, and it's like powerful machine. So these are our wheels. Now what we are going to do, we are going through this and checking, is there any hole, anything missing? No. So actually starter, as always, you know me and starters, two best friends always. If any issue with car can be, this is going to be starter, and I will forget to put it in, and no worries about that. But luckily for us, we checked, and that's that. Now I want to push car down, and I want to see, we have like first here, seat 1 leather D and steering wheel 14. Seat 1 leather D and steering wheel 14. Okay, and steering wheel, oof, that focus, my goodness. Steering wheel 14. Okay, this is the interior done, and let's see what do we have in exterior, in the body parts. This is Alpine. We have quite, I have to say, quite a lot. So let's apply parts. Let's see, what do we have? Do we have hood? No. Do we have front bumper? We do. Lights for sure we don't have. I'm just trying to check something. I think was here, a trunk, I believe, but before the trunk we need engine cover, and then I will put trunk, and this one we have. So actually taillights and that, let me check just again. Elenti left side mirror. Okay. So we need all the lights, hood, right mirror, right door. Good. Let's should be here. Is this the one? So let's buy all glass first. We need hood, glass, trunk. I think we need trunk. We need both of these. Right side mirror, if I'm not mistaken, and we need both of these. And if you're missing a front bumper, do we miss front bumper? No, we are not. So let us just put the rest of stuff in. And before I do anything, I want to close the hood. I kinda get annoyed when hood is opened and it doesn't really show the car properly. I cannot see everything, so I like to close it. We need plates, which I believe we don't have, and we need a rear bumper. Let's buy rear bumper. I wasn't sure, so I didn't buy it, but let's buy it. We have all these, I think. Okay, we don't have front right door, which is here, not a biggie. Let's buy and install that. Done and done, and I think this one is also done. So we should be just install the front window. Actually, we should be pretty much okay. Let us check. No, we don't have plates. Original plates were Portugal, and I will do exactly the same. I will put Portugal in the place. We can buy later more plates, but at the moment these two are more than enough. Now everything is 100%. It doesn't need paint, you see, but of course we are not going to do car without a paint. That would be really stupid. Although we have something in the paint booth or paint shop, and we are going to move that Peugeot out and put Elenti in. So let's actually do it. It's not Elenti, it's Renault Clio V6. Let's call it as it should be called. Now, what I want to do with this car, give me a minute or two. Let's see. I exactly know what I want to do. I'm just looking for the right thing. I think this is it. Although there is no liveries, I think, on this car. Well, there is livery. A little bit of carbon. Looks good, actually. This is what we are going to do, guys. The carbon hood. Let me see, is there anything else? No. So the carbon hood, and I wanted to paint the car yellow. Don't forget, Renault yellow is, I'm not sure if this is the Renault yellow, but it represents a Renault, and I love it. I love this. I love this. It's great. It's great looking. It is a great looking car, actually. Very, very nice. Impressive in a way. Okay. So let us see. My dear friends, viewers, you wouldn't believe, but we have 5 cars done. 1 hour 15 minutes into the game. Okay, we will go through them and let's see. This is a Chevrolet Camaro, painted matte black, and everything else is matte. A beautiful restoration, amazing car. This is a Peugeot 205 Turbo 16, a normal version, let's say road version more or less. Look at that, it's a beautiful car. This is original color. It came like factory color like that, so I left it there. Mazda RX-7, Wankel, a rotary engine, another beautiful car, original color. I didn't touch anything. It is fully restored to original state. This beautiful machine is Renault again, 205 Turbo 16, but the rally version or race version, whichever this was, with big wings and stuff, and I really believe this looks great. Last but not least, Renault Clio V6 with huge V6 engine at the back. Fast beast, painted in, it's not so yellow, but yeah, let's say yellow, with the carbon hood, which looks really great. So these are our cars that we restored. Some of these we brought from previous episode and finished in this one. Some of these, like Camaro and Clio, we did here, and also we lost some time on Alpine, which is sitting in our garage. Now, my dear friends, it's time to say goodbye. And first to go is this Mazda. We are checking everything is good and selling the Mazda 73,000. Yes, thank you, goodbye. Then let's do Peugeots. First one to go is this nice green one, and you can see Peugeot will bring you quite a lot of money. So, good mod to have, trust me, good mod to have. 119,000, so Peugeot is good mod to have. We will mark that. Give me a second. I will put a plus as a earner. Let's call it earner. I'm sad to get rid of this one. Honestly, it is amazing machine, but life goes on, and we even earned less, I think, on this car, yes, than we did on previous one. It doesn't really matter. Maybe we changed wheels or something, so it didn't give us so much money. I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter. Next one is the Bolt or Chevrolet Camaro, beautiful matte painted. Not much money, but still a car in perfect condition. 43k gone. Goodbye. We love you. And last, as always, but not least, Clio V16. Nice, beautiful car. Let's see how much money. 120, almost something like that. Let's see, 124. Done. So we managed to 2.1 million. Amazing. We do have in our inventory wheels. A classic 06. These I have no, actually I know what are these, and we will start restoration of that car. But let's go to junkyard. You know that I like to relax after this rush, and we go to junkyard maybe once, twice, 3 times, who knows, just to check what's going on there. Can we find some nice car and buy it for restoration? We will check auctions also. And I tend to do that by myself, but I realize this is a really interesting part of the game, and I presume you also don't mind, to just, look at this, look at that. So this is Charger. Oh, sorry, this is Barracuda 426 Hemi, my bad. What we are going to do, we are going to buy it, okay? Why? Because it is Hemi engine, and we need a Hemi engine in our engine videos, and also we want to restore car with Hemi engine, so that was a good find. I really didn't mind. let's see. This is a little cute car which we are actually going. I don't know. Let's just that is Salem Flammo. I have to see what exactly is this car, but I will buy it because I like these things. So I know that we don't have it in the garage, and I don't mind to keep it there. This is Cobra, which we restored in one of previous episodes, so we will not repeat it. What is this? This is another Peugeot. Unfortunately, no, we love you, but you are done. This again is Giulietta. This car I love, and we will restore two of these. I have one and I will buy another one. Why? Because this is such a beautiful car that it deserves to have two different restorations in two versions, and you will see how they look. This is a Fiat, which we don't need. We restored it. We have one more probably to restore, and that's about that. So very successful session in the junkyard. What I will do, I will repeat maybe once or twice, and then we are going to do auction one or two times, because some cars will pop up only in auctions. I didn't really pay attention and read. You can always read the mod description, you know, and if I see that car is not popping up, I'm just going and checking description, and then if I know that I have to go Barnes or something, I will do it. But at the moment I'm not going to Barnes because we are not getting barn maps. I was checking, and these restorations, they're not giving it. Actually, you have to do orders and stuff like that to get barn maps. When you're doing playthrough, when you're doing sandbox, you have barns all the time, so who cares? But at the moment, this is why I don't actually go too much to barns. This is Tempest, we don't care. We did it, we fixed it, and that's it. This is a Merc. We have one. I don't want even to spend time looking at it. You see, this time we had only two cars in the junkyard. Only two. Is it possible, actually? Wow, three cars. And this one also we actually don't need. I don't want to buy, I want to go out. Three cars. Can you believe that? Only. So junkyard will sometimes really treat you well, and sometimes will treat you like crap actually, and give you only three cars or something like that. We will go once again, not a big deal. I think it's interesting from my point of view, and please let me know in the comments below. Actually, do you like it? Do you mind that we spend like 5 minutes or so? We are not spending much more time than that, going to junkyard and see what's there, and kind of check stuff and see, you know, can we find some nice car to restore. And yet again, it seems to be empty junkyard, and this is, you know, even less than a minute. If a junkyard is empty, we don't spend even a minute on junkyard. This is a Porsche. Which one is this? We don't have this one actually, so let's buy this one. We will restore it. Yeah. This is 911 RS America, which we don't have in garage, and I like to restore Porsche. This I don't want at the moment. What is this? Atlanta. We didn't restore one, but with an RX-3, I have two in garage. I shouldn't buy more because we don't really want to restore all of them. That's car I love really, and I keep like multiple copies of the car. Another Porsche. Which one is this? This is Turbo S. We did restore that one. Okay, let's do one more, and let's see how that will treat us, and then we'll move forward. Fluid yet again. So I will do one more barn, not barn, junkyard. And I think we deserve treats today, so we are doing one more barn also. Like, let's split it. Let's now do one or two auctions and then one barn, and then we can start with a new set of cars. And I will do my Alpine later and check what is with that engine. I will rebuild another B2 B6 twin turbo to see what's going on, and check on internet what I'm missing. Actually, what is this? This is a Merc, which I think we have. Even if we don't, it is DLC, so these cars pop quite often in the junkyard. No, we don't want this at the moment. And my friends, this is why I'm here. Another Sakura. But I'm thinking, no, I promised I will not. I love that car, but I promised I will not repeat. You know, if there is not two different versions, let's keep it. I wanted to take it because I love the design. I love that car. It is not Sakura. It's actually Toyota 2000 GT. It's a beautiful, beautiful, astonishing car. But then I will break my promise about, you know, doing different versions, and that car doesn't have different versions actually. Oh my goodness, did we get something? Okay, this is a Trabant P50. Look at this. This is actually a plastic car. I spoke about that multiple times. I seen them, been in them. It's astonishing, you know. It was Eastern German car. Oh my goodness, this is pure fun. I don't know even how he managed to do. I don't need this. How he managed to do that mod, because the car is so small, and we will see. Actually, some people complain like, oh, we don't have this or that, and I'm saying, who cares, people? You got a Trabant, and that's good enough for me. As long as it looks good from outside, we don't care. So that was absolutely perfectly amazingly successful trip to the junkyard. Let's go to auction. Auctions are also super fast, except if we find a car we want to restore. So that's kind of it. But you go into an auction, and I like to show it from time to time. You go in and you get a list of cars, you see. So we want Lambo. Okay, that is the car I installed, and I didn't want to say which one because I kind of wanted to keep it a little bit, you know, like surprise or whatever. This is one of the greatest actually sports car ever. In a way, not quality of the car as such, but car, you see, look at that. Let's start auction and see. Okay, so we are going to pay as much as the, you know, computers will raise, and as I said, most of the time they will raise you over the car value, which you can see in the top right corner. Now we are over that, and amazing. So we got the car I wanted. I'm super hyped, happy, and everything. It's amazing. We don't need anything else at the moment. I could maybe go for something else, but I don't want to, so let's quit. And I'm not even sure should we do second. I don't think so. No need to do second auction at the moment. We are actually pretty good. Let's go to one barn. I promised we are going to do one barn, although I think I don't have in my inventory barn map. Barn map. Barn. No, there is no barn map. So let's go to our warehouse and let's take one. Okay, these are the cases. We have to open these cases eventually. And I will do that at some point. Not that, but rather this. Okay, so the newest comes to the bottom. Okay, my friends, what we are going to do, barn location, add the barn, and let's see. Let's go to the left door and see. You see, we got it here. Although I don't think that's related with that, but I just wanted to try to see what will happen. So barns will not show until you apply barn map and check it. You get that from the customers for the good job done on the orders. So these are the barns. You can see the space with some junk like this. Usually better quality than what you can find in the junkyard. As you can see, this is not really great. I'm just checking because every barn will have these junk piles, and I want to find Trabant, nice. I want to find actually something specific, which is always in the barn somewhere. What is going on here? I cannot pass. Okay, now I can. And that something is not here, not even here. So you see, you get in the barns cars also, which are a better quality than normal cars. kinda, you know, more parts, everything is nicer and stuff. But I'm just looking for specific cars. I don't want this one actually at all. And this is what I was looking for, a case. In each barn you will find one case somewhere. See, this is sad. This is how you waste your barn map horribly. Okay, let's go. Buy parts. I will buy the case. I always buy the case. Always. Every single time. It's usually worth 200 because in, I don't know, 5 cases you will always cover 2000. Easy, easy, easy. So, you know, we did what we did. Let's see what we have here now. Oh, we kind of have, again, way too many cars. Look at that. Okay, let's bring another car we want to start work on. This is actually Honda Civic Coupe, or I can just check, give me a second. Yeah, it is actually Honda Civic Coupe, and this is the car we are going to work on, because I wanted to showcase that engine, and engine is specific for this car. So, well, not really specific, but is used in this car, and I wanted to do it. As you can see, basically no body parts except 2. And you can check that very easy here. Obviously no. Okay, so let's remove what we have here. Air filter. And usually you will not have clips on the air filters. And that's kind of also the treat you get from these cars here. This one has ABS, and you see pump is always here, module is never here. So there is a pattern of actually programming that is not really great, as I always say, and things are left to kind of be as they should not be. Because when you get that repeatable pattern, you know what's going on and what you will have from parts and not, yeah, and then it's not so interesting. But doesn't really matter. This is the car I decided to do. I think I even prepared the wheels for that. So we have a kind of, you know, car almost ready to go. And after that, I actually don't have anything prepared. I have to be very honest. I didn't expect that we will do things so fast actually, and we are only on 131, and I'm kinda what? Because I do expect, okay, this one will take at least 20 minutes, so we are almost there, and we will bring maybe some other car here, just prepare it, and you know, kinda remove parts and stuff like that. So yeah, because I need time in between these episodes, of course, to prepare, you know, engines, wheels, stuff like that, springs, shocks, basically. Sometimes not springs but shocks. Sometimes, as in this episode, I forget some shocks and stuff like that. So all of that takes time, you know, and it needs you know, good preparation, good organization and things like that. But no worry, we will do that properly. As always, I really hope that you enjoy watching this. I know that I'm doing as much as I can to keep you busy and interested. And you know, after all, we are doing 1,000 cars, and we are now, I think, on 960, if I'm not mistaken. Did we sell 40 or 35? I will have to check in my database. That's something that I'm not keeping, you know, that info on top of my head, so I will have to check it. No starter, as you can imagine, just proves my point. There is never starter in the junkyard car. Why I wanted to do this one, as I said, because of the engine, and also I believe we should sometimes do this a little bit more modern cars, which are kind of, I don't know, not so exciting in a way, but they have different design, different looks and stuff like that than, you know, these older maybe muscles or some other stuff that you can find. Never fuel pump in junkyard cars also, so the pattern is there, and I'm repeating that time after time and trying to disprove myself, kind of, you know, to find the map or something. But of course that is not the case, and that is never there. The car is in horrible condition, and yet again it is, as you can imagine, the junkyard car. And I find you know, like barn cars or auction cars to be better just in a way that they have body parts that are good, and you know, all of them are there mostly, but still you need to remove them, you need to repair them, and you could lose some of these parts in the process anyway. When you're repairing them, you can always lose part. There is a chance that it will not be repaired. So somehow, you know, buying a thing on the junkyard or in the barn or on auction, for me doesn't really make so much difference, I have to say. Simply it's, you know, either or, so yeah. Okay, so this one again, complicated rear suspension, which I never liked much because there is too many parts for my taste. I think this suspension has way too many parts, shouldn't be like that, but again, what do I know? It could go without a few parts here and there and be a little bit more simple. Yet again, it doesn't matter. As you can see, it took us 10 minutes tops, not even that, 5 minutes, not more. Then let's push car down, let's push our crane and on the lifter 3, let's pull engine out. Done. Let's put do we have battery? It is full, perfect. Let's put this interior toolkit. As you know, rarely something to see when you do interior, a little bit more shiny and that's it, but the welder does the job beautifully. The strange color of the car, I'm not even sure what color, the gray one. We didn't have, I think, single gray car, in all honesty. I might be wrong, but I think we didn't, not to pull but to put engine. So that is turbocharged i4, which we are going to mount in, and we can remove this lifter. Now let's put whatever we can. We don't have, how it is possible that we don't have radiators? Sometimes I think, you know, we are eating these products because you have 5 radiators and then after, you know, sometime you don't have a single one for some reason. You kind of sell everything, use everything. Fun housing B. Okay, so this is the one. We are going to buy 5, and then we are going to buy 5 of these, and we are going to buy 5 of these. So we have actually 5 sets, full sets that we can use. We did the same with a single fan version. Brake servo, which of course it is again something we didn't do, and we didn't go to our repair bench to fix what we can fix. Let's do it. As always, don't forget, you know, here is repair chance and the price. Now 95% $8, $99 $12, etc, etc. So you can repair quite a lot. Some of the things will be destroyed in the process, and that's about that. Nothing much you can do about that. It's sheer luck. Just around the number generator, as always. I actually never pay attention what is fixed or not. I don't care, because we will buy whatever we need, and that's about that. I'm selling all the old parts, old suspension, and I will leave wheels for now, just to be sure that I know what I'm doing and what's going on. No, we need to click here and then go in, and let's see. Again, this filter, air filter base, are my parts disappearing? Did I buy only one last time, air filter base? Okay, let's buy 3. I know that we don't have filters actually. We don't have filters, I am almost sure. Let's see, maybe I made a mistake, maybe I did. Well, it's not a mistake at all. No, I didn't. But we have 1 cover. Oh, 2 covers even. Okay. I know that, so okay. It is strange. You have a feeling you have some parts, you know, in abundance in your inventory, and then you try to mount them, and then you realize you don't have a single one, and you ask yourself, what the heck and why? Where is the electronics? I've seen, if I'm not mistaken, we had ABS somewhere here. We didn't, it's here. So ABS pump, and the module is here. We don't have a module. Although at the moment I don't want to buy too many of these. Although, don't forget, from the pattern we have seen, there is never a ABS module in the car when it comes from the junkyard and stuff. Never ever. So we will have to buy this. But ABS pump is always there. Okay, so let's see. Do we have? We have. And I think let's do our bushings here. We have 4 of these. What's the time? 1:39. So we are 1:40 into the game. We restored 5 cars. We sold 5 cars in this episode, and we are going to do one more this one. And also we have half of restoration. Not really half. We have almost complete restoration of freaking Renault Alpine. The problem is, I'm repeating this time after time, I couldn't close the oil pan. I couldn't do it on engine stand. I couldn't do it when I installed the engine. I have no idea what's going on. I will have simply to check it. Again, I will disassemble the car. Not really the car, I will just remove few parts that are keeping my engine in. I will remove engine and see what's going on, check on the internet, of course, and maybe, you know, it's something obvious, or I'm just simply stupid and cannot figure that out. So we will see what it is, or it is a bug. That's also the possibility for some strange reason. As I said, that is the engine I don't really know much about. I didn't work with that. That was my first engine. We don't have bar of that type, so yeah, sometimes it happens, you know, you learn as you move. As I always said, you're learning on your own mistakes, and you know, it's even better to learn on mistakes from other people, so you don't have to do these, you know. That's kind of that. Gearbox I think we fixed. Actually we didn't, and that is sad because gearbox is an expensive part, which I would rather not to have to buy, but you know, not much we can do about that. We need gearbox. Either we put gearbox in or we don't have a car. Drive shaft is here. Now this is what I was missing. Drive axle, which I wanted to finish. Let's do this side. Yeah, as I was thinking, this car we can restore fully. I feel that. And we will have few minutes left, you know, just to finish stuff. And I can promise you next one, well, you know, I need to make engine and stuff. I will need time to do that again. But Lambo should be the next one. The Countach, I think that is one of defining cars of an era or whatever, one of the most beautiful sport cars. I really loved it. Although if you watched, for example, the guys from the Grand Tour, they were talking about these cars and how undrivable actually they were in real life and stuff like that, but that doesn't really take anything from the sheer beauty and the power of these machines. Okay, this should conclude front suspension as much as I am up there. Now let's see catalytic, middle, we should have both of these. What is this? Front exhaust section turbo. Let's buy one. No, let's buy two, because I'm sure we are going to have eventually some other car that will use this section. And let's see here, exhaust pipe we should have. And okay, let's do rear suspension. This is one that I don't like, you know that already. It's a little bit complex. There is way too many parts for my taste, but it's not my taste important. What is important is to do a good job on the car. Okay, all bushings in. Let's see, do we have... we do have a sway bar. Perfect. So let's start to build our suspension. As I said, way too many parts, so it will take a bit of time. In any case, you might know or might not know, but let's talk a little bit about that. I have been working for years, not anymore, but I have been working as head of community management in one really big computer game company. I did travel all around the world thanks to that. I visited all the biggest shows in the world, gaming shows, I am talking about them. So from E3 in United States, you all know for that. Then Paris, London, Moscow, and Gamescom. Well, you know, I know Cologne now better probably than my hometown after all these, you know, travels to Cologne, to Gamescom, and being there all the time. And actually, why I'm telling that, because you know, I'm doing this because I'm really, I love games. I play games now from 84, so you count 84, 94, 2000, 32 years, I think, something like that. So this is how long I play games. I had countless computers, really countless numbers of computers, game consoles, whatever you name it, I probably, whatever you remember or you name it, I probably had it at some point in time. And you know, I think I'm quite capable to talk about these things, you know, about the gaming, about anything related with to gaming, because I do have experience and knowledge. So from that side, you know, I think what I'm doing is kind of relevant because I really understand games. And this is why, you know, I would love if you have any questions, you know, ask me. I will be glad to answer if I can, of course. Not everything can be answered, and of course I don't have all the answers. But if something interests you, you know, from gaming world, or you know, about this game or any other info, well, let me know in the comments below and I will answer if I can. Most of things here are done. As you can see, we are moving forward in pretty good pace, although we have only less than 15 minutes left. As I said, this car might be finished and I expect we can do it, and nothing much more than that. And I will have another really hard job to sit down and sort some stuff, you know, with the Alpine, and to prepare for restoration of Lambo and few other things that I want to accomplish in between our episodes. So that will take a little bit of my time, and then we are going to do that stuff. Okay, so this suspension, through a few more things like the cap, spring, and top cap here, which goes on the top. Let me see what we are missing. Rear muffler, see, we don't have that for sure. I will buy one because I think this is the first time we used one actually, and I don't want to use to buy more for the moment. So rim classic 06. Do we have classic 06? These are all the same wheels. Yeah, then we do. Wait. So I basically decided to keep I decided to keep it the same. There is no need really for this car to do anything super special. We will just use the original wheels, which of course I prepared in advance, and I could probably save some money, and you know, by disassembling these things, you see, and then repair whatever is possible, although nothing below 15% is repairable. Let me see. This one is repairable, not repairable, repairable. So you know, 3 of these can be repaired actually, and that's kind of wow. Didn't think about that. It's okay. Perfect. Let's see. Check with me. Check with me. Check with me. Check with me. Turbocharger and starter. That is very strange. Why we then don't have turbocharger? Let's check it. Why we do not have turbocharger? Where is turbo? Oh my goodness. Turbocharger. Yep, I know why. All is good. It should be like that. It's not an issue. It's actually design. Because you see, turbocharger is kind of screwed here, and you need to put it last. There is also a starter, which we should be able to put from here, and this should conclude the internals of our car. Yep. So 5 fabric B 5 fabric B. And where is steering wheel? Okay, steering wheel seems to be integrated. We will see. 5 fabric B. Let's put that in. Steering wheel. You see that focus that is lost. That is such a horrible design. I have no words. Honestly, I simply don't want to talk about that. Maybe I'm doing something super wrong, but I don't feel that. I feel this is just a bad design. Okay, interior is in, complete with rear bench and everything. Let's check our body parts. We have some stuff that we are going to use. Actually, Elenti, I don't need it. We have only rear bumper. Okay. Okay, let's only rear bumper. So my friends, that means there is no choice but buy everything else. Am I correct? I am correct, of course. So we are going to buy every single part that is missing, and that is basically all. And let's now mount everything, finish the car, and I'm super tempted to leave it in the gray color as it is now, because I don't think we had car like that in the color like that gray, and I'm thinking maybe to have one like this. And this is not really some car that I feel needs much representation. It's not something that design-wise I really like. It's a boring car. Yeah, it's a little bit older, and you know, it bears that design from these years, but still it's boring. Okay, let's see. We don't have plates. Okay, let's go and buy plates. We didn't do that all. Let's buy 2 Arizonas. I'm just now looking let's buy 2 Armenias. We didn't have. Let's go with Smania. Colorado maybe. Looks good. 2 Dubai plates. France. Iceland. Iowa. Kentucky. Oh, Kingdom of Kabuto. That's something we will use. Ooh, looking. Let's take 2 Nevadas. I'm tempted to install some nice mods. But I will not probably for the plates, you know. But this shouldn't be issue if we install them. We will see. I will check it. So Arizona it is. Why not? I don't have issue with Arizona plates. Perfect. This is the car. Let's see. Is this 100%? It is. There. No need to check anything. Let's go to paint shop and let's do it. I'm just thinking to leave it in the boring color, and this is typical boring car. And I don't like this. Maybe this one. Okay, it can stay like that. I don't mind, honestly. Doesn't really matter. I'm not very much excited. I don't think this car is interesting in any way. But I did it because I believe we should have all the cars that we can, you know, done and stuff like that. Okay, that's it. Let's see, just now drop here to our parking and let's see what I'm looking. Also, we have a Golf, that is a new mod that we installed. I got a Dodge Ram as SRT10. This is all that we are going to do. This is untitled car. Actually, I'm wondering which one was that. What did I remove? Probably it was Peugeot 205, I think. I will just remove it later. This is V8 DOHC AXK. I think I did this engine AXK. Just give me a moment, or maybe I didn't. AXK. Why I'm looking, because we will have then opportunity to kinda do it and to combine with new video about the engines. although this is the one that goes next. From my point of view, I want to do that one for no apparent reason at all, except that I want to do it, and I think it's perfectly fine. And this is the Bentley T Series. And let's start with this assembly. We have a few more minutes, really just a few. There is not much time. I'm just trying to maybe remove whatever we can from here, and you know, like, see what parts we have. There is no fenders, no, what is there? This is one body part actually. Yeah, it's done like that, so not many things you can remove from here. A radiator, battery, the servo, and I'm looking, is there anything else? No, let's put battery here. Superb. Oh, we do have a steering wheel, which we want is, are we not in the disassemble mode? Now we are. So my dear friends, we are sitting at the moment at 1 hour 55 minutes, which means our time, our basically time together has come to an end for this episode. This was episode 31. In this episode we did manage to restore and repair and fix 5 cars, which we sold afterwards. So we are now sitting on 2 million. We bought a few things, we spent some money. We have a Lamborghini Countach in our garage. This is the one I was hunting, we got it. We have a Trabant in our garage. So we have quite a few interesting, nice things to restore. I'm really excited about that. I need to sort out, today we also did that, so if you didn't watch that, you can check our Alpine, which has B6 twin turbo engine. And the issue there is that I cannot close the oil pan, and it's kinda troublesome because I have no idea why. I tried it on the engine stand, I tried it in the car and things like that. I couldn't. So that's something I need to work out, and I will do that. You know, I will not bother you with that. I will sit down, you know, and see in the game how to sort that issue. In the meantime, we restored the Honda Civic Coupe, which I find very unexciting car. You know, it's just, it's there. Just, yeah, just a car. Nothing special. Some Civics are exciting. This one actually is not. That is xTek, I think, version. The turbo powered and stuff like that. In any case, it doesn't really matter. We are now, I think, sitting on 960 to go, if I'm not mistaken. I need to recheck my Excel sheet. You can check it also. You have a link in the description below, and actually you have game guide, engine guides. You know, I'm doing them. I will prepare 6 engine guides in total. These will cover all 62 engines in the game. What is done there, actually just assembly of engines without many details or anything special, so you have idea how the specific engine is done. If you are stuck or something, you can check it. Although the B6 twin turbo I explained, as I cannot simply, you know, put that oil pan, I just left it and said we are going to see if we put it in the car what will happen. Nothing happened, so that needs to be sorted out, and it will be sorted out eventually. I'm not really worried about that. In any case, you know, if you are liking what is going on the channel, what I'm doing, how I'm presenting stuff and things like that, please, you know, press that like button. I do hope that is not a big issue for you, and it helps a lot, you know, for the channel, and that is always very welcome. Also, I would appreciate a subscription, and as you know, subscription is not only good for the creator, it's only great for the, you know, subscriber. You will be a part of community, and also you will be able to get notifications, be informed what's going on channel, and actually, you know, have a little bit more info about everything than people who are not subscribed. After all, the third thing I always mention, and for me that is the most important, is communication. I cannot talk with you in real time, but I ask you, please comment, let me know in the comments below what do you think about the game, what do you think about these playthroughs, what do you think about 1000 cars challenge, how do you like it, what do you maybe you don't like. Talk about cars, what cars you like, you don't like. Ask for a specific car if you want something to be restored. I can even paint it in a color you want and put plates you like. I have no issues with that. If I can, I will do it. I will simply, find the mod and we will get the car. So the last thing we are going to do here, and we are now at almost 2 hour mark, we'll take engine out and then I will say goodbye, and that's about that. So that is done. So my dear friends, thank you so much for being with me. We restored this one and we are moving with this one. Have a great day, stay safe, take care about your family, do something you love, and the most important thing that I always say, enjoy life. Please, that is super important. I will see you very, very soon in the next episode, and until then, bye bye.
Please subscribe to this channel, share and like this video. Thank you.